Hello, endgame tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem 4 Genealogy of the Holy War with me, BlueAnkylo. It's time to begin our final chapter, see the last little bit of plot, and probably spend most of our time in the arena for today's episode. It's our last chance. So I have a feeling we're probably going to want to do a lot of setup, because it's going to kind of be our last chance for a good setup in the castle. So I have to look around. I have some ideas for things I want to move around, but we're going to want to do our kind of final equipment rearrangement. Some people have some tomes and rings that they need to sell, and some people need to buy them. You know, we'll try to do the arenaing, of course, first to get as many level ups as we can. I expect a lot of people will be level 30 by the end of this episode or next episode. And then for the actual chapter, we can just focus on, you know, killing the enemies efficiently with our most powerful characters. So that's kind of the plan. Let's see how it goes. I'll probably need some time to maybe have to make a cut to really plan out, like, who's going to get a silver sword or a power ring, because I'm not sure just yet. We'll have to look at the map. Selef's long journey is drawing to a close. His army's victories are a beacon of hope to the Empire's victims. And a wave of further rebellions sweep across Jukrul. First, Celes was wrestled back from Imperial control by its citizens. And soon after, Augustria's people flocked to arms, burning to fight for their country. Oh, Ares should be very happy about that. His problem was that Sigurd was, like, conquering Augustria. But Granvale itself yet stands. Duke Brian of Dozel and the Axe Knights... The Axe Knights. Who even thinks these guys are going to be a challenge? Of the Gronritter, Duke Scorpius of Ljungby and his elite archers, the Beigenritter. They're still alive, I guess. I thought we mostly killed them already. And Frisia's Queen Hilda and the war mages of Gelbenritter. Now, we did beat up Queen Hilda once before, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, all three of those Ritters stand between Selef and the capital. Belhalla itself lurks under an eerie silence, as Ishtar and the enigmatic 12 Dreadlords... Why are there 12 Dreadlords? I guess to match the 12 Holy Warriors, but do we have 12? I don't know, we've got like 24. Lie in wait to defend Prince Julius himself. Over a year has passed since that fateful first battle in Isaac. The tragic struggle pitting kin versus kin wears on, splitting the 12 Crusaders between the light and the dark. I'm pretty sure we've got most of the Crusaders on our side. Thank you very much. So begins the final Holy War. Unless, in the future, two siblings or cousins, you know, get married and have children, in which case it'll all get revived immediately. Velthamer. Father died, you say? Yes, the Emperor has long served his purpose, Your Majesty. He was little more than an obstacle to your ambitions. He had to die. Pfeh, I almost feel sorry for him. All his life, he was your tool, Manfroy, only to be thrown away so casually. All in the Emperor's name, Your Majesty. Arvis was a lost cause. To think he, a man of Loptir's blood, dared to challenge the revival of the Empire. The righteous heart of the Crusader Vala burned too fiercely within him. It was only a matter of time until he turned on you. I know. Now then, I heard these rebels that have conquered like 3/4, 9/10 of the continent. They've stumbled as far as Chalfie. Are our defenses really that pathetic? Rest assured, I've tasked Edda's Bishop Rodan and Brian of Dozel with purging Chalfie of the vermin. You've no need to worry, Your Majesty. I'm hopelessly incompetent, but this time I won't fail you, I promise. Don't I, now? Where's Julia? She awaits her end in the dungeon. You there, bring us Julia. Ah, Julia, it's been a while, hasn't it? Tell me, do you know who I am? Well, you're my brother Julius. Oh, so you do remember. I can hardly believe 7 long years have passed since you slipped away. That night is seared in my memory, clear as if it was yesterday. Good. I trust you remember your mother's final kindness as well. No, what are you? That night, the night Manfroy came with the eerie black tome. Nothing was ever the same again. My real brother, the kind and caring boy I once knew and loved, died that night. In his place stood a demon of terrifying power, my brother in name only. You monster, you've taken my mother and brother from me. Who are you? What are you? Why must you torment us all? I am the heir of Loptier's kin, the inheritor of limitless power. The world belongs rightfully to me. And you, Julia, you are the heiress to the power of Narga. Naga, I guess. My eternal foe. I cannot allow you to live any longer. Yes, if he killed her right now, he probably would win. But no, his eternal foe. Hold a moment, your majesty. I believe I have a use for the girl's power. If I may, spare her and leave her to me. Using Naga's power to serve me. Interesting. Very interesting. This will never come back to bite me. I must return to Valhalla. I'll leave her in your capable hands, Manfroy. But be warned. Be extremely careful. Even a single mistake with her could cost me dearly. Yeah, wouldn't want Naga blood to escape. So, Julius is clearly stupid evil, and Manfroy is completely useless. Very overconfident, I guess, at this point. His Majesty isn't this the same guy we just rescued? I guess he's slightly different eyebrows. His Majesty has issued this command. Priest and sell swords. Defend Edda with your very lives. Cavalry, move in on Chalfie. Reclaim our land from the rebel scum. Alright, well, there's a fair number of enemies. One could say the final map is full of enemies, in fact. Ooh, more music. This is it, Seliph. The final Holy War begins now. Do you have to call it a holy war? Seriously? We're gonna get demonetized, Lewin. Yeah, that's what this is. Julius is descended from Loptirian royalty, and he's been working to revive the Dark Empire. No matter what it takes, we must stop him. Yeah, I know he's a bad guy. You don't have to make a holy war out of it. He's been killing children and just generally being rude. So, yeah. It feels as if you know everything, Lewin. I'm kind of feeling left out, honestly. What in the world are you talking about? Yeah, sorry about that, Zelef. I know there's a lot I'm not telling you. I've spent over a decade on a journey to figure the truth behind all of this, and I'm finally onto a hidden, bigger picture. What? It seems the old Loptier's Empire's founder, the Bishop Gal, dedicated his youth to a world-exploring voyage across the seas. Well, that's news. He desired nothing less than to drink the blood of a legendary beast. Oh. Even a single drop, he believed, would bestow upon any human limitless powers. Wait a second. Do you mean the dragonkin of old? There can't be dragons in a Fire Emblem game. It couldn't be. Isn't that a myth? Also, where is the Fire Emblem this time around? There's usually an emblem of fire. You'd think so, but when Gal returned to Jugdral, he bore bizarre powers that no one could understand. With those powers, he set to work swaying youths across the land to aid his ambitions. Before anyone realized, he'd raised a fell legion unflinchingly loyal to his cause. Right, what about Loptier? Odds are, Loptier was a dragon himself. Every last one of Gal's heirs has borne the blood of the Dragonkin. The dark power Loptier's kin commands are nothing more than the Dragonkin's powers. So it all began when the dragon blood spread and people turned into monsters. Have you played Three Houses yet, guys? This is a little bit in common here. But what about the Crusaders? They're totally different, right? I'm sure you know how the legend goes. The gods descended upon the 12 warriors of the old liberators at the fortress of Darna. But, well, Seliph, that'll have to wait. But there's some holy bloodline that you guys have that's totally different than Loptier. Enemies on our doorstep, though. Let's get to work. It's totally different, guys. It's like bad dragons versus good dragons with blood. And that's why you can use your legendary weapon. You don't get a crest, you just get some stat bonuses when you level up. And a legendary weapon, which is pretty good. Only if you get the major blood, though. If you get minor blood, you get kind of get, like, skipped over, I guess. Anyway, guys, welcome to chapter 11 or 12. I mean, if you count the prologue, it's 12 chapters, and I believe this is not actually numbered. It's considered chapter epilogue, but I mean, it's a full chapter. There's a lot to do, and there's a lot of enemies. And look, we're surrounded by mages with long-range magic and silence. Great. That's 3 Fenrirs, 3 silences, 4 silences, and 4 Fenrirs. That's a lot of dark magic you got. There's some villages. We should probably rescue them. Remember when we started? This is where we started. And Sigurd ran on down there, and then Quan and Ethelyn showed up, and Arden, you know, he Ardened. And, you know, we rescued these villages. We had Azel join with Lex up here. You know, cuts off a little bit before we get over to the other castles, but this is our homeland. And then over here we got our first target, Edda, and like a million enemies on the way, so that'll be interesting. We got more meteor mages. Oh, sorry, meteor bolting. More meteor, more bolting. Some sleep, some more sleep, some healing, that's fine. Lots of healing. More sleep, that's Rodan the boss. He's got very bad authority, but a little bit. We got Jufiel. He's another long-range. That's a lot of long-range magic. I gotta say, that's a lot of long-range magic. Alright, so that's gonna be tricky. There's a lot of sleep, a lot of long-range nukes. We got some relatively boring mercenaries. Nothing really interesting about silver swords and silver bows. We got Elfire Mage Knights. We got Silver Sword Forest Knights. We got silver bows. We got Roberto. This guy's got his own picture. He's got some skills, so gotta watch out for him a little bit. Brave sword, you know. I guess if we're tricky, we could get him to switch to his javelin if we're in just range of, you know, he has to hit us with a ranged weapon, and then he'd be a lot easier to kill. Miracle Troubadours, that doesn't really matter much. So yeah, that's a lot of enemies. All the roads are probably blocked up until we take that castle. And I assume at that point we'll probably go to Dozel. Probably next. And then probably Belhalla? Or maybe we have to go all the way over to Frege before Belhalla. I think Belhalla is the capital. Maybe Velthulmer's the last one? I don't know. I just think like this looks a little cool, right? This might be the final castle, but I'm not 100% sure. It's kind of in the middle. I don't think you could get to Velthulmer without going past Valhalla. Like, if I remember correctly, this is the capital of the kingdom, and this is just the castle that Arvis, his home castle. Just like Chalfie is Sigurd and Selef's home castle. It's their dukedom or something like that. Anyway, before we get into the world map, we got a lot of stuff to do back here. And I did a little bit between episodes to double check where my magic ring went. Because we picked up an extra magic ring and then I forgot about it because I took a big break. And it actually was hard to find. I had to go through everyone's stash. But there it is. It's just sitting in Fee's backup supply. So we can pick that up, sell it, and give it to an actual mage. If I trade it around. We'll do that, you know, once we're getting around. That's the only item that's, like, really hidden right now. There's some items in the pawnbroker we might want to move. Oops. So, I never really used this Berserk Edge or Sleep Edge. I don't think they're really very good in this game. I had some comments talking about Berserk Edge uses. I have had some people suggest that it does make the enemy attack potentially one of their allies, but I think they'll still attack your guys as well, so it's not like it's guaranteed or anything. I'm not sure if they attack the closest unit or just they attack you, and if there's nobody else in range, then they attack their allies. I have a feeling it's not that valuable, but anyway, it potentially has some use. You know, we've got some Paragon Band if we want to get some more experience on anybody that really needs the last couple level ups, and we've got a spare Renewal Band. I do have some other items to move around, just to keep in mind for later. Someone's got Like, we don't technically need these on Arthur, but, you know, he's got those. What am I looking for? There should be an A rank Fire Tome Bolganone on somebody. There you go. So we got to move that over to one of my mages. I'm kind of thinking Arthur's already got A rank Thunder. And the Bolganone's kind of the worst one because it's heavy. So I'm kind of thinking throwing it on Tinny. She's just right there. At least then she'll have a great spell. She'll have all 3 elements. And I never gave her a sword. Or she should have a healing staff, actually. She actually should have a healing staff. I'll have to try to find a way to get her one. Just someone can have a mend staff and someone can have a heal staff kind of thing. So like I said, there's some inventory management. I might want to move some rings around. Like Patty's got the shield ring. She doesn't really need it for like she's not going to be in combat a whole lot. So maybe finish her arena and then send that to somebody who could use it. Self's already got one, but somebody else that has good defense, like maybe even someone like Altina, you could get her to 34 defense. Like that might be worth it. Someone with a legendary weapon that needs a little bit more defense. Johan would be pretty tanky with it. You know, anyway, I've got a couple items to move around, is all I'm trying to say. And I kind of want to focus them on the people who are going to be needed. Alright, so... also, still no Deirdre. She's still kidnapped. We have to go rescue her. Assumedly, we will rescue her. Just to look at the talks before I forget. There's 2 talks. I think there will be more. I think pretty much everyone talks to their lover on this map. Just like the last of Gen 1, people started talking to their lovers, so we'll probably look forward to that. I think first off, what I'm going to do is look at levels. Like, I've got a lot of people at level 30, but, you know, everyone can go to the arena and either make some money or make some level ups. So let's start with someone like Altina, who's pretty close to level capping and should clear it easily. Is there anything she could use her money on? Because, like, she'll make 20k in the arena. I could buy her a Paragon ring, but I'm pretty sure she'll hit level 30 without it. Assuming she can clear it. And... I mean, this is just min-maxing, but yeah, like, you'd want to spend her money before you send her to the arena a little bit. But I don't think it'll matter. Also, you can hear the music a little bit louder on this screen, in case you couldn't quite hear it on the castle one. It's kind of nice little, happy little piano ditty. Also, you can check out her romance. To be fair, it's kind of a lie. She can't love anyone in my army. She's already in love with somebody else. But I guess she doesn't fit into the typical, what's it called? The typical, you know, setup kind of routine like everyone else that you can hook up with whoever you want. Alright, so we're gonna... Oh, right, before we do the arena, let's at least spend a little bit of money on her Gablog. At least we can spend this money now, and then we'll make a little bit back, basically. Alright, so I'm gonna try not to use the Gablog for the whole arena. If we get into a hard... You know, if we get into a bad situation, we'll switch over, but I have a feeling she'll be fine with the Silver Lance. Steel Sword would be pretty good too, because it's lighter, but we'll see how she goes. I mean, clearly the Lance is superior to the Steel Blade, right? Is she, she's just starting with a crit. Alright. Another sword-style weapon. So this guy's pretty fast. Looks like he's got Pursuit and a little bit more speed than her. So some of our characters might have a hard time in the arena, but I have a feeling a lot of us will just blast right through this. Xenon with a silver sword, one of the best weapons in the game. Still no match for Altina. So it looks like lances are going to be really good in here. I wasn't actually expecting the first, like, 3 rounds to be swords. Alright, HP, luck, not quite what I was hoping for. Oh, here we go. Now we've got a Brave Axe. I'll switch her to Steel Sword for this one. Brave Axes will hit fairly hard, so, you know, bring them down by like 40% accuracy, pretty good. Being able to alternate your weapons in the arena is pretty handy. Alright, next. Canaan. Wait a second. This isn't Fire Emblem 7? Is 7 the one with Canaan in it? One of the ones on the Game Boy Advance. Anyway, we're going to keep her with a sword for this one because wind magic is light, and I'm hoping we're faster than him with a steel sword. Yeah. Ah, he blocked it. Stupid barons. Anyway, we should be totally fine here. And another crit. Yeah, okay. Altina's pretty strong. And our final round, or not our final round, just Atlas. So this time he's using fire magic, which is very heavy, which means we can probably get away with the silver lance and still double. Yeah. Or at least go first is how you know, right? Yeah. Alright, so without the Paragon Band, she easily got from level 28 to 30. Not very good level ups, unfortunately, but she got all of her experience. She doesn't even get any money, but let's just see what the last round is. Zeus, an emperor with an earth sword. Alright, I assume we'll just crush this guy. Pursuit band, so he can double if he's fast. He is kind of fast. Fast enough to go before Altina with the lance. Wow, we almost one-shot him with a single crit. So his earth sword does, she got double, 2 crits in a row. His earth sword does give him the chance to steal HP, but not enough to matter against someone like Altina. Okay, so that was kind of sad, but there you go. We never even had to pull out the legendary weapon. So that's Altina, level 30 Dragon Master. I assume she capped out her strength and defense. Probably did not cap out her skill or speed. So it would have been nice if her last couple level ups had helped a little bit, but... Alright, we're going to try to just rush some people through the arena. Either if they need money, or if they, what am I trying to say? Either for money, or for, experience. Selev's just getting a crit every time here. Let's, before we go any further, let's repair. Because we're just going to waste money. Oh yeah, Tearfing, sure. I don't think 42 uses will be enough on the final level. No, no, no. Let's go all the way to 50. It surely isn't needed to go all the way to 50 uses right now. Like, I'm sure we could just leave the Tearfing equipped on Sela for the entire final chapter and he would not break it. But I just like this silver sword so much with all these crits. Like, it's such a good, such an overpowered weapon now that it crits all the time. I know I sped through it, but you could just see he criticals so often now. Like, there you go. So he did not get any level ups, but he's mostly maxed out on his money, which means I could buy him a ring if I wanted. Like, I might want to buy him a power ring or a speed ring. I could probably sell the renewal band. I could sell the silver sword, give that to somebody else. Well, I'll probably do some inventory management off camera because it's just going to be kind of a pain to try to figure it out all on camera. Now, Shannon isn't going to hit level 30 without the Paragon Band. The only way he's going to afford that is if I send him 29,000 golds. Patty is not quite rich enough, but I don't really want to hold on to her shield ring. I think we're going to do Patty through the arena now, because she can buy the Paragon Band at cost. Now, does she have a weapon that'll get her through? Slim Sword. Maybe not. I might want to move her the Brave Sword over. I'm just going to put a save down. She's pretty strong, but I don't know if she can win the arena with just a Slim Sword, but I'll try. But the Brave Sword would be the way to make this a lot safer, I'm sure. 2 HP, some speed, some luck. That's good. Oh yeah, she does get a lot of skills and stuff. She's not that weak. Like, I know I sped through that, but she gets Luna, which ignores enemy defense, which is pretty darn good. Like, she would be very strong with the Brave Sword if you wanted her to fight. Just not quite as strong as my Sword Masters. Yeah, she's doing totally good. Some magic and some defense. Sure, why not? Alright, this guy only has a 10% chance to hit her, but she is not doing a ton of damage. Oh, so that... I thought Luna... Maybe that was Soul. Yeah, her dad was... No, she should be getting Luna's. I thought Luna's ignored the guard. I thought, maybe I was wrong. I know Luna's ignore defense. Set defense to 0, essentially. I thought they also ignored the block from Big Guard or Pavise. Anyway, it looks like she's fine, honestly. She's so evasive that she's rarely taking any damage. And Luna is activating enough that she actually hits really hard. Because lower strength, but no defense to worry about. So, cool. Final round, a little bit more money if she can defeat Zeus. Yeah, so she only does like 6 damage. Yeah, it was really relying on the Lunas because he would hit her every so often and he would recover a little bit of damage that she dealt, and she could only hit him for 6 damage per hit. So yeah, I'm actually quite impressed that she breezed through that so easily. Luna definitely made her a good arena fighter once her stats got pretty high, and it took a long time. Like, the thieves / rogues are not amazing champions of the arena, but she did totally fine there. All right, so now what I would do before I forget, you always want to sell your Paragon Band. So she's got spare money now. I can give it to people with her. That's what I'm thinking. And I probably want to sell that shield ring now that she's done and give it to somebody else. I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to bother Paragon banding Shannon. I mean, if I don't, I mean, it's like I don't need everyone to hit level 30, but I'm kind of greedy. You know how it goes. And this is kind of his last chance. It's fine. So she's going to spend her action, which is fine. We'll probably end up with lean dancing. Like, one thing I'm trying to consider is, like, I need to go deal with these guys efficiently on turn 1 and 2 before anybody else gets here. It's probably going to mostly be people like Lester who can move over and do a ranged attack. Maybe Arthur, Lester, the Flyers, Fee, and Altina. People like Shannon can't do anything about the mages, and same thing with Patty. So spending her action to give gold will be fine. And she doesn't lose any gold giving it to Shannon because he can just give it back to her if he needs to, basically. Yeah, so he's got enough money. We'll send him through the arena then, quick. So he loses the money. He loses $20,000 buying the Paragon Band. But he'll be fine. I'm going to try to win it with a Steel Blade. Again, I don't think he's going to have too much trouble. He'll hit way harder than Patty. And whenever he hits an Astra, he'll just kill the enemy, basically. Yeah, I mean, like, this... Oops, sorry, I sped through that a little bit too quick. But yeah, this should be pretty simple for him. I don't know how high a level he'll get. He started at level 25, so... Speed, defense, that's pretty good for him. This should be super easy. I think if he got a couple bad hits on him, he might have died. Yeah, he would have died if he got hit twice by that mage. So that was a little tricky one. A little bit of strength in defense. He definitely needs the strength, so that's good. Alright, Atlas. Atlas does not kill us in 2 hits. And then we got an Astra to activate, and that's another one. Another one bites the dust. Oh, terrible level up. That was probably his final level up. I'm going to put a save here, because this guy still scares me. I don't actually think I should be scared of Zeus. The Earth Sword is pretty weak. It's only doing physical damage in melee, but we just missed an entire Astra chain there. There, we got him eventually. But yeah, that was kind of weird. Alright, so that's Shannon. Now we sell the Paragon Band. He can hold on to the Thief Band for now. If I really need money for people, then I can sell it, give it to Patty, and she can give money to other people. I was kind of planning that out. I don't know if I'm ever going to need to pass money around between Shannon, Patty, and the rest of the team, but theoretically we can do that if we need to, is kind of what I'm thinking. So it looks like if you're level 25, I can't remember how much, it was like 25 and like 40 or something. Looks like you get about 3 level ups in the arena with the Paragon Band. So he's probably not going to get to level 30, but we're not too far off. Let's do like Larcy, They can do the Paragon Band for free. It doesn't cost them anything. Johan, he's also got tons of money. We'll probably just not worry too much about it now. I'll just try to go a little bit faster. You know, at this point in the game, you've seen me do the arena-ing like 10 times or something by now, so I'm sure you know the drill by now. Did I buy the right ring? Hold on. I almost feel like I just wasted some... No, we got the Paragon Band. We're good. I'm not really wasting anything here. We're doing it efficiently still, that's all. That's all that matters. I'm not showing you the level ups. That's a mistake. Well, to be fair, I kind of have a plan for once everyone's at max level. There was sort of a bonus episode I was thinking about doing. You can see, though, all of her prime stats are already, like, maxed out, so there's not a lot more that Larcy can even gain. So she can use Soul to heal. Zeus can use the Earth Sword to steal HP. If she didn't do way more damage than he could heal, that could have been a long fight. not even an issue. Alright, repair that up. And then sell this because it's fine, you don't need it. Alright, so that's Larcy, level 30. Pretty happy with that. 35% chance to activate Astra or Soul every time she attacks. She's really fast. She'll get adepts lots because she goes all the time. Yeah, very, very good character. Like I said, I think last episode or a couple episodes ago, I'm pretty sure Larcy is the strongest Swordmaster we've got. Like I've ever seen. Total stats are just phenomenal. The only downside is she's in a game where everyone wants to be on a horse for Kanto and high move. But she is otherwise a really, really impressive sword character. Anyway, let's do Ulster next. He'll be, I assume, very similar. He's got a little bit more physical defense, maybe a little bit less speed or something, but they're fairly interchangeable. Oh boy, magic and luck. That's what we pay money for. Basically, all we're doing here is watching level ups. Some speed, that's good. That might be max speed for him there. Get one more level up, probably. A little bit of luck. Well, not the kind of luck I needed, but... That was a lot of guards. Did you just see, like, how many... We just broke our sword practically there. We probably just spent, like, 10 or 15 silver blades on that last guy. I'm really glad I've got a fast-forward button for moments like that. Imagine just watching go ting, 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 ting for, like, 15, 20 seconds. Or a full minute. Anyway, that's Ulster done. So, he's got kind of weaker... max stats than Larcy does because she's a better class than he is. She gets adept as a swordmaster and 30 skill speed caps. He's got basically nothing as a hero. He doesn't get axes or lances. He doesn't get adept. He's got lower, like if he had a 30 strength cap, that might make up for it. 3 more damage might make up for 3 less speed. But yeah, no, hero's pretty much a bad class in this game, unfortunately. As cool as it sounds. Still, 22 defense. He's a little bit more... barely. They're very, very interchangeable. I'd say Larcy's better because of her class. But stat-wise, they're almost identical. I'm sure Ulster could have gotten closer to 30 skill and speed if he didn't max out a few levels ago. So, I also might sell his speed ring. I don't think he needs it, and someone else could probably put it to more use than he can. So, keep in mind, next episode, or whenever I get around to it, the speed ring's probably going to move. I'll probably leave the skill rings here. Probably. Just because skill activation is pretty fun. And I don't think anyone else really needs, like, 10% more hit rate. Just doesn't matter. But, yeah, speed's pretty important. Might be the kind... Like, actually, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100%. But either Altina, wherever she's hiding, 5 speed would be pretty good on her with a heavy weapon. Or Ares, wherever he is. He's got a fairly low base speed, so, you know, 13 attack speed. He could definitely use some more speed as well with his pursuit. Probably one or the other could use a speed ring in my book. I mean, of course, you could give to Selef. He's only got Let's see, Turfing weighs 7, so he's got 15 attack speed. If I knew the stats on the final boss, I could probably make a better decision, to be honest. Anyway, let's keep going. Dermot's already level capped, but he could get some gold, I guess. Oh yeah, while we're doing things that are easy, let's get rid of this Bolganone. And repair up the Brave Sword, which is really good. I can't believe I used the Bolt Sword 14 times. That's way more than I thought. Anyway, this is the first time in this episode that we've Brave Sworded the arena. It'll be even easier than anything else we've done, because the Brave Sword with crit is just so strong. Like, no one stands any chance. And, wow. I take it back. We got crushed. Should have saved it before that. I did not expect that to fail at the end there. I guess his damage output wasn't high enough. 35 damage if that final enemy had a lot of defense. Wow. What happened there? 24 defense. We do 11 damage per hit. We have to hit him 7 times at like 100% accuracy, so just minus a guard chance. He had like a 44% chance to hit us. Do we not double him or something? Yeah, he goes before us. That's what happened. We lost out on speed. All right. Well, I thought we'd be getting like 4 attacks for every one of his attack. Instead, he was getting 2 attacks. Like, we're actually doing even trade for a number of attacks. Weird. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. So the final round, definitely dangerous. 18 attack speed is not enough to double the final fight. All right. Well, that puts Dermot at 1 HP, which is not good. I'm just going to be a little bit more careful with my save states for the rest of the team. Alright, Arthur's got a lot of money. I also didn't buy... Dermot, right, he couldn't get any experience anyway, so it didn't even matter. For, Paragon, right? This is our last chance to Paragon, guys. Tinny should definitely Paragon. She needs a little bit more money for that. Arthur doesn't need it at all. It's basically a waste of time. So we'll just do Arthur next. I'm assuming he's just going to crush it with wind most of the time. A lot of the enemies in here that we've seen have just been, like, low resistance fighter type armor units. So mages should go pretty quick. Especially when we're faster than them. Yeah. I'm trying to be a little bit careful to show off what's going on, but I'm pretty sure Arthur will just crush it. 2 HP, some strength, and luck. That's not quite what I was hoping for, but we'll clear it off as far as we can. Like, there's no point... There's really not much point going further when you're at 50,000 gold, level 30, but... I just want to see if he can win with wind, right? Put another save down just in case I waste his health. I guess the thing is, Zeus... He's actually got relatively good resistance for a Baron Armor Knight kind of thing. But not enough to, like, a good mage cuts through it. But you probably need a pretty strong weapon to get through it, I guess. Anyway. Like I said, that was not something I was particularly worried about. He's got his magic ring. I can sell these if I need money or if I want to give them to someone else, but it doesn't really make much difference. Those guys, those rings don't really change much. Return Band is more something I'll make a mistake with. Miracle Band is something that might save his life, but probably won't. And then he's got a good spread of elemental magic. Alright, Tinny's up. I would like to Paragon Band her, just to try to make sure she gets all the way to level 30. I think what we can probably do is win the first couple battles and then buy the Paragon Band. Or we could sell El Thunder temporarily. Yeah, let's just do it like that. We probably don't need El Thunder, because El Wind will be better. This should almost definitely guarantee she hits level 30. And I think with Elwind... I mean, if... what's his name? If Arthur could make it, Tinny should have an easier time than he did. She's got better stats. Plus, like, if they ever lose, they just come back with Wrath and auto-crit to victory, right? So... Never forget that these guys have Wrath and are super-duper strong. It's very, very hard for me to imagine these guys dying in here. I mean, This Canaan guy with all the cool armor, 4% hit rate. We gave this guy weapon advantage. Didn't matter. Weapon triangle, you know what I mean. Alright, HP, luck, her final level up, pretty sad, but I assume she's capped the other stat. She grows naturally, so. And finally, Zeus. I assume she will win, but I've made that mistake before. So she does quite a lot of damage. She's only got a 20% chance to get hit. But he can block a lot of attacks. And he does steal life. But nah, no chance. Alright, good job. Fix that. Elwind. Sell the Paragon Band. Buy... Yeah, she wants to have Bulganon and El Thunder, so... I don't think there's anyone else that would really want it. Like, Seti could get it, but he's got Tornado. So this way, each of my mages, and I'm pretty sure I did this right. She's got 3 elements. 2 at L level, 2 at level 2, 1 at level 3. Even though it's kind of the worst of the 3, but she can use it, so there you go. And Arthur's got 3 elements. He doesn't have an L Winds tome, which would be an improvement, but I don't think there is one available for him. But L Fire's good, Thoron's good, Wind's a little bit weaker than L Wind. And then Seti's got Wind and Tornado. And I wanted him to have Wind because Tornado's not all that accurate. Even though they're very light, having that extra 20% hit rate might help him. I guess there really was just one L Wind. If you could get L Winds for everybody, that'd be sweet. Seems to be the best balance. Like, Tornado's good for damage, but starting to lose out on the hit rate a little bit. And then if I had more Wind Tomes, I would give them to, like, oh, I don't know, Carpra, Lana, Nana. Basically everybody. Anyone that can cast Wind should have a Wind Tome. If you could buy infinites. Okay, we gotta at least finish the left side here. We're almost there. Leaf can make some money. Sure, we'll make some money in the arena. He's been using his swords a lot. We'll get these all repaired up. And then we'll send him back in there. Most of the early game enemies, the first 3 were like all swords. So we'll give him weapon triangle. Yeah, 0%, right? Guy can't even hit him. Doesn't really matter. We're not really getting any experience or anything, so we're really only just in here to show off and make some money that we won't really need. You can get away with the Slim Sword a lot easier because he gets crits because of his crit skill. In case you're wondering. That's why I don't always go with the highest might weapon. Having the lowest weight weapon gives him the best accuracy and dodge. And then you just kind of rely on his crits to naturally win him the fight eventually. But yeah, 30% accuracy. He didn't even get hit once, which is probably lucky, but it's fine, right? Alright. Fairly standard response, I would say. Leaf is very overpowered. He's got nothing I want to change up. The only thing Leaf doesn't have going for him is he doesn't have a major bloodline, so he doesn't get a legendary weapon. That's the only thing he's missing out on, is a star rank weapon. He's got, I'm sure he's got maxed out strength, skill, speed. His defense is possibly maxed. I forgot what I told you guys a while back, but like, he is a stupidly strong character, and he can use any weapon besides legendary weapons, and light and dark, right? Like, and even light he can use a bit of. Crazy good. Alright, Altina we already did, so we're making pretty good time. Johann traditionally does not do well in the arena, but we will try. I would like to get him to max rank. He's got a Brave Axe, so maybe if he can get past the sword guys, that's what he needs to do, basically. Once we're past the sword guys, and this is going to be probably the hardest fight here against the sword master. Oh, 22%. It's like it's possible, but the odds are really not in his favor because he gets 91% on the enemy. Man, poor axe guys. You just can't. You know what would probably give him the chance to win is if his Brave Axe had like 4 more kills. Then he could eventually get a crit to win. But unfortunately, I don't think Johann's going to get through the arena here. He could try over and over again if I healed him up and sent him back in, but I just... Unfortunately, we kind of wasted his money there by buying the Paragon Band without being able to clear, but... Sorry, Johan. I'm not sure if you're going to keep your speed ring either, to be honest. I might have to give that to someone who needs it more, but you can keep it for now. For now. Alright, we should be able to get Finn through. Probably. I can give him a Brave Lance if we actually need help, but we'll see how he does. Silver Lance will probably be the best bet for most of this. Alright, see if he gets some stats. Magic and luck. Not good. At least he can beat the Swordmaster, right? Oh, crushed by Brave Axe. Okay, so, oops, I went back further than I meant to. I wonder if the Horse Slayer would get him through that guy, because he was on a horse, right? Alright, I wasn't thinking, you know, Axe beat Lance. Yeah, it is a Great Knight, so Horse Slayer might work. I think Horse and Armor Slayer work on Great Knights. No, not Armor Slayer in this game. As long as we don't miss. Alright, that's unfortunate. So yeah, I don't think Finn's going to beat that guy. That's as far as he's going to get. That's fine. Let's just go repair his stuff up. Let's see, 46 minutes. We've gone at least halfway through the arena. Maybe we can finish the arena today if I just speed things up super fast. Alright, Oifi, again, pretty low on my priority list. Let's just send him in there. We'll just have him use the Silver Sword. Nothing beats Silver Sword, right? I could have bought him the Paragon Band or something, maybe, but it just doesn't matter. Like, Oifi's not going to be our boss killer or anything. Pretty good level up, though. Strength, skill, you know, good enough. We'll see how far he can get. I mean, maybe he'll make it all the way through. Who knows? Anybody that has a Silver Sword has a chance. Wow, we missed him. How did we never hit him? I guess it's all attack speed, right? Just to pay attention. Yeah, Zeus goes first. Or if he gets one hit. Wow, that is... Alright, that last guy is tough. It's interesting how many characters make the last arena fight totally trivial. And then there's certain characters that it's like, you don't even have a chance. Even with a relatively a very strong weapon. But we were not fast enough to get double. And we didn't get lucky enough to get any crits. So, yeah. Interesting. Alright. Lana, I mean, she needs some money. So if I can clear... we'll see. I guess... I should try. If she has a hard time, we can give her the Wind Tome. And that might help. The money is just nice for ease of trading and, you know, repairing the staves, the bots. Staffs are pretty expensive, so... Nah, she got hit like every time in a row there at 40%. Okay, you know what we'll do then? I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that, but we're gonna play around here a little bit more. Wind Tome off. Pawnbroker. Oh, she needs to make room. Oh yeah, I want to move the Men's Staff. Men's Staff is C rank. I'm going to move that to somebody else anyway. Am I? I'm just going to give them the Heal Staff. We're going to leave her as... Nah, I'm going to move the Men's Staff. She's good enough with Heal Staff. She'll be okay. Temporarily by the wind. Yeah, her magic is really high. She can heal... I think it's 37 HP with the Heal Staff. But we can put another heal staff over, or the other type of healing staff over here, and that spreads out the people who can heal in emergency. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. That's a good catch. So one of my whatchamacallit, one of my inventory rearranging that I was gonna do. Okay, now this was the guy that was killing us before, but she should be much better off with wind than yeah. Wind is just so much better than thunder. It's crazy. She's almost maxed out on her money already. That guy had 8% to hit her, was that what it said? Alright, let's fix up some tomes. And some spells. One thing theoretically you could do is save the last couple arena fights for later in the chapter when you need the money for some reason. Like if you're planning on repairing a very expensive tome like the Valkyria staff, but you weren't sure you'd have enough money. You know what I mean? Like you could not go over 50,000 in overflow and just save your arena fights for later rather than just sort of wasting them. But come on, Lana. Lana! No! Alright, well, the last fight was too much for her. So I cheat. Sorry for cheating. I feel a little bit bad about the save states coming, but it also saves a lot of time. And if we can finish this arena in one episode, that is my target, right? Like, I will do anything to get this done in one episode. Because then next episode we can focus on the strategy. Hey, Lester, getting some strength. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, hey, look, Marilyn. Did you know there was a ranger there? There's different units besides swordsmasters. Oh, look, Jackson with this killer bow. He might kill us. Theoretically, he could crit us. But we killed him, so we win. All right, Brave Bow versus Brave Bow. Good choice, Luigi. Luigi. Didn't we already kill a Luigi somewhere? Maybe like one of Sigurd's. Like maybe Luigi was from Sigurd's time, and now he's getting old. I like the fact that the enemies change depending on what weapon you bring in. It's almost too bad that there aren't more variety. Like mages get mage enemies, cavalry get cav enemies, you know, stuff like that. Because we only have 2 archers. Like everybody else just fights the same guys. So. Alright. Atlas did not do very well against the critical Brave Bow. Lester's final level up, very lame. Zeus goes first and has crushed us. Alright, Zeus we're not going to kill. Wow. Lester does make pretty good use of that ring. I could definitely move it off of him, but I think he's a pretty good candidate for it. So I'm not in a huge rush. And I do think Fee is a good candidate for the other power ring. The fact that she got that +4 strength from Lewin, that's really nice. Like, pretty happy with Fee's stats, but I'm going to still send her to the arena. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, don't forget to repair your stuff, guys. Brave bows, if there's anything, you know, your brave weapons do wear out fairly quick. I almost forgot my wind toe. Now, I might want to save that for anyone else who needs it to get through the arena, like maybe Carper, before I buy it back on Arthur is all I need to say. We're at 52 minutes, so if you apologize if I'm speeding things up a little bit quicker now. Fee can't even make experience here, so all she's fighting for is pride, I guess. I'm going to give her the sword against the axe guy. And then we're going to go back to the Brave Lance because it's better. And she's going to kill this guy with a crit. Yeah. There you go. I had faith that we didn't really need to watch Fee's. Because Fee is... Anybody with 30 speed and a pretty high crit rate brave weapon, I think they'll be fine. She's got the crit skill, not like it matters much, but yeah, she's super strong. I have said this before, but because she has the adept skill, she doesn't necessarily need a brave weapon. She could also do very well with a slim weapon with 50 kills, but whatever. Alright, Seti, he's just in it for the money. He's got good tomes, so this should be easy. Kind of prefer using the wind tome because it's more accurate, I guess. And these enemies don't have a lot of resistance, so having max accuracy is better than a little bit extra damage, I think. That's my story. We did make enough money to charge up our silent staff, so we'll probably do that. That's some value, yeah. So that's 2, yeah! That's really good. Seti's really good at silencing people. Now, one thing that may have just happened there is I wasted all his money. I can't really get him to buy the magic ring now. So, you could have gotten him to 30 magic if I'd say... Or technically we still could by trading around some money and getting him to 40,000 gold or whatever it is. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I forgot one thing. Let's do this before I forget. Supply, retrieve. Oh, right. The reason it's there is we've got too much stuff. So she needs to temporarily put away something that will probably not use much. It's also the cheapest. No, the Slim Flirt's cheaper. We'll just put that away for a second. We will retrieve the magic ring that she didn't really mean to get because she didn't need it. And then we'll sell it. And then someone else can buy it that actually uses a lot of magic. And she can get her sword back. She technically made a profit. But yeah, normally I would not have had her pick the magic ring up because she doesn't really need it. I could definitely make a case for Tinny as our... The only problem with giving the magic ring to Tinny is she can't... she's slow, right? She's not on a horse. She can't canto. Now, there is technically Deirdre, who we don't have, that she could use the magic ring. That might be even better, but she's not available. Tinny doesn't have the money for it. Arthur has the money, but he's already got one, and they don't stack. Seti would also be a good option with no money. Maybe even a better option, because he's got my status staves. And status staves mean if he's got 30 magic, he can put almost anyone to silence or sleep. Anyway, at least the magic ring's in the pawnbroker. We'll have to figure out who's going to buy it later. Let's just try to finish off the last couple arenas here. Favel, he can sell off the steel bow probably to buy the Paragon ring, I think. And that should definitely get him to level 30. So we get our second round of all the archers, basically. You've sort of seen them. That was a terrible level up, man. You've sort of seen them before. I know I sped through it real fast, and we're still speeding through it real... Okay, you know what? Just for that one, I will go back, because I saw a lot of stats go up. I know I add a little bit of time to the video, but I think it's worth it to see those amazing stat ups, because he had a terrible level up, and then this one looks a little bit better. So let's see what he got. HP and speed. Okay, well, it's not very much better. The only good news is he's now maxed out his HP, which means we can't gain HP only. It means we'll probably get a level up with nothing. But look at that. 80, he's got the full double HP bar. I've never seen that on a character before. So it looks like Favel probably doesn't actually need the Brave Bow to win. So that's pretty impressive, too. There it is, level 30. Nothing. Ah, Favel, your girls aren't really that good. Alright, let's see if we can beat out Zeus. 66% accuracy plus getting them blocked is not looking very hot. Wow, this is the longest fight we've had against Zeus, and we're going to lose it. Alright. Let's try with the Youthful, but if it goes... If it gets used up by like 10 charges, I'm just going to reset anyway. Wow. Well, we won. Is it worth it? We used up 13 charges there, I think? No, it was at 37. It only counts the hits. It actually doesn't count misses, even though the arrow still gets flown away. It also doesn't count the blocks. So in the end, I guess that was worth it. And we're going to make more money in a second anyway when we sell the Paragon Band back. So. Oh well, not much of my strategy relies on this kid. I have a steel bow, not like it matters. Favel is not... He's not my my strategy for victory. Like, his strength with the Youthful is pretty good. 67 damage. He's probably maxed out his skill. It would have been nice if he got a little bit more speed, but... Because the Youthful's kind of heavy, right? Like, it's tricky, because it gives him more speed, but not as much as you'd expect, because it weighs so much. Anyway, you know, Favel's fine. He doesn't really have anything interesting about him, other than one legendary weapon, so... Anyway, Lean, Yeah, there's Lean. Let's talk about her in a second. Carpra, we should try. He's not going to have enough money for the Paragon Band. Ares will be fine, I'm sure. We could Brave Sword him. Let's see how far he gets without the Brave Sword. I don't want to use the Mistletoe, though. We'll just go Iron Lance. The weakest weapon he's got. We're not going to be able to afford the Paragon Band on him, unfortunately. HP 2, Luck 1. He does have very bad luck. Not like it matters that much. Now he can equip a sword. I mean, he's more of a sword guy than a lance guy. I bet you he'll make it all the way to Zeus, and then he won't be able to beat Zeus. If I was... Well, maybe with Mistletoe. Yeah, that's more what I mean. Yeah, he got crushed. Okay, what I should have done is save it before Zeus. I mean, Zeus is pretty good at killing people. I mean, it is the god of all the Greeks, right? It's pretty impressive. It's possible he'll win with Mistletoe. 100% accuracy. He hits much harder, but he still gets blocked. Wow. It's the speed difference. This guy is too fast. Alright, well, we've got enough money to repair, so we'll do this. So we didn't get to level 30. We will probably get to level 29. I don't know if he'll max his level up, but it's not too far off. Hannibal, well, you know, we'll see how far he gets, but don't really care very much. Does anyone care about this guy? I know I went through a lot of work to recruit him, but he's just grown-up Arden, and he's not that good. I mean, he's not dead. I don't think he's got enough defense for... This is always my problem with these guys. The main thing they have going for them is supposed to be their defense. And he doesn't have enough defense to really drop enemy damage that far. Like, 23 is fine, but he needs, like, 5 more than that at least. Maybe even, like, 10 more than that. So, I bet you he dies here once the magic pops out. There's no way he wins this, right? Is there anything else we could possibly do? I mean, I could give him the Armor Slayer, I guess. Someone's got an Armor Slayer. Hold on. I have no idea if this will work, but this is kind of my last gasp. He gets a guaranteed crit if he hits. Nah, it didn't work. Alright. I wasn't really expecting him to get that far, but I kind of hoped he could get one round of the mages in the arena through. Anyway, Hannibal, that's fine. So all that's left is Lean and Carpra. And I guess Selef. I've been saving Selef. No, I already did it. Never mind. I'm drunk. It's been an hour, guys. Alright, so I guess we'll do Carpra. It's probably best bet. He's got pretty good stats. Really good resistance. If he gets past level 3, he should be okay. So we'll have him buy that Wind Tome that's just sitting there. And then he should clear this out. Yeah, he's fast enough to be doubling these guys, so it's going wide. It's going totally fine. HP, speed, magic, luck. Hey, it's the first good level up since we joined the arena here, actually. I really honestly think that's the first really good level up we've had. We've had some okay ones, but mostly they've been terrible. Oof, that guy hit a lot. That guy hit really hard there. 16%, but we're lucky to survive. Alright, I feel like he'll be okay, but I'll put a save in just in case. You never know with those blocks. The fights go on for so long. 16% versus actually maybe 40% to hit, something like that. HP, speed, magic. Ooh, Carpra getting them level ups. Right when we promoted him, he got some bad level ups, like level 19, 20, 21, but now we've got enough resistance for that guy not to matter. Alright, this will be the tricky one. Let's see how he does against Zeus. Oof. Oh no, we lose. Well, it was not a huge surprise. So we made it to the final round with our healer. That's better than nothing. Let's see. So now we'll just recharge his warp and his fire just so he can defend himself if he needs in the field. There's really nothing else for him. Like, we don't have any... If there were more tomes out in the wild, it would be better because we have the option of you know, buying some spare wind tomes for our healers, but you can't buy them, so. Okay, so that's Carpra. That's pretty much all he's going to do. He's just going to focus on healing people. I mean, he has enough money. The problem is, like, I was thinking, oh, we could just move the staves over to somebody else that can afford the magic ring. Nope. No one else will be able to afford these. They're too expensive. Even if I sold them, they're way too expensive for someone to buy and buy the magic ring at the same time. So, unless I transfer over 20k to SETI, no one else is going to have sort of pumped up status effects. Now, that only matters if someone has between 25 and 29 resistance and we want to silence them. To be honest, I don't think that's really going to matter because these guys have 16 resistance. So the only thing we're ever talking about is, are we trying to silence a boss? And we can silence this boss anyway if that's what we want to do. So, I don't think I'm going to worry about SETI getting the magic ring. I guess we're just going to leave it where it is. Either give the money to Tinny so she can do more damage with the magic ring, which is cool. Or maybe save it for, theoretically, Deirdre, I guess. I'm pretty sure she gets a legendary light tome, seeing as, you know... you guys remember how those Naga bloodlines work. It's got to be a Naga tome. We've seen everything else at this point in the game. Every single legendary weapon we've seen. We never got the axe, but we saw it in Gen 1. We've got Boulder. We missed Forseti, unfortunately. We've seen the Nier one. We've got the Nova Spear, I'm pretty sure. We've got Hazel is on Shannon. Odo is on Ares. Dane's Lance. Which one's which? Maybe we don't have the Dane Lance. Because Altina is the Nova. She's got the Nova Spear blood. Who gets the Dane one? Maybe that's someone we don't actually have for blood. Maybe that's one of the very few lances that we've one of the few bloodlines I don't have anyone under, the Dane, whatever that is. I'm pretty sure it's a lance. I'm assuming we've seen someone that has it by now, but I can't think of anyone on our team. I don't think there's any Gen 1 characters with a secret spear proficiency. It's unfortunate that Johan doesn't have major Nier blood. That'd be awesome if he got the legendary axe. But yeah, we've got the legendary Youthful Bow for Uller. We've got the legendary Valkyrie Staff for Bragi. We did not get the legendary Lightning Tome, but we saw an enemy with it. And same thing with Vala. The only legendary magic tome we actually missed was Forseti. Lightning and Fire were inaccessible. But yeah, I mean, we've got most of them. We're just missing, you know, basically Naga and stuff we know we missed or can't get because the enemies just didn't drop it when you killed them. Anyway, I think that's it. Oh, right, we'll do Lean. We'll do Lean real quick. She can actually use the Brave Swords, so we'll just see if she can make it past rank 1 or 2. I don't think it's worth trying to give her the Paragon Band, honestly. Yeah, no, I didn't really expect much out of her. She would have needed Miracle to take effect, and then she would have attacked 50 times until she finally won. Is there any way we win her this? The only way she wins is if we set up Miracle, honestly. This is just, because she can only use C-rank weapons, so you can't really give her much better than a Slim Sword. In fact, I don't think there's anything better than a Slim Sword at C-rank. So, well, magic weapons are handy, but she won't use them via magic. Like, she's got better magic than strength, but even if I gave her a bolt sword, she wouldn't use the bolt on it. Anyway, if I remember correct, if I'm paying attention, we have basically everyone cleared the arena who can, or they got as far as they can, which is, you know, I think over half the team cleared the arena. That's pretty impressive. So, oh, we never tried Nana. Did I skip Nana? Where's Nana? I totally skipped Nana. Sorry, guys. Nana can clear the arena if you want. She's got a brave weapon. I don't use her in combat very often, but she really is, like, quite strong. She'd probably be fine. We've got 2 people with brave swords, and I barely use this one. Ooh, that time she almost died. Okay, slow down. Slow your roll. Alright, well, she's already at Zeus. That didn't take very long. Come on, Nana! From 0 to hero! That's pretty good, actually. I think she probably had a reasonable chance of losing that, but she won it, so can't complain. Alright, Nana is fully powered. Very good. So yeah, I mean, she just did that for the money and the fun. Brave Sword's good. I mean, you know. I wonder if I should have given it to somebody else, to be honest, because I always think, Nana, she's a healer, but she's got 23 defense and 24 strength. The only thing she's low on is speed, and I use her for charm all the time, and then I'm like, she's my troubadour, she's my healer. But she can heal, but she can also fight pretty good. 24 strength is probably higher than some of our melee fighters, honestly. She's got more strength than Oifi. She's got the same strength as Ares. More strength than Hannibal. More strength than Lester. A little bit more than Dermot. A little bit more than Johann. Johann's like this great knight, but, you know, this healer's got more strength than he does. Yeah, more strength than Shannon. You know, I always forget. Like, it's really hard. She's got weird stats. For a primarily healer in her first class, she's primarily a healer. It's just hard to remember. Anyway, cool. So I'm gonna end my episode here. I'm gonna try to think about trading some items around, and I think what I'll just do is give you a recap next episode on anything I moved. I'm gonna probably make myself a spreadsheet or something, or I don't know. Like, I'm just not sure if I want to leave the speed ring there or the speed ring there. Like, there's a few things I'm considering moving around. I'm gonna refer to the guide a little bit because we've got the final boss coming up. And remember when we fought Arvis, you know, last episode, all that long time ago? Like, basically, legendary weapons were the only way to hurt the final, like, Arvis, the second last final boss. I would be willing to bet that we'll have the same issue this time around. Remember, the last time we saw Julius, nobody could hurt him. He was way overpowered. We saw him with Ishtar and then killed Ishtar, and they both ran away. So we're going to have to fight Julius again, I'm sure. And I doubt he'll be any weaker. So we're going to have to focus on people with legendary weapons. So Seliph, Ares, maybe Altina, maybe Favel. If you don't have a legendary weapon, then I don't think you're... Maybe you just don't need that ring. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm not 100% sure. So anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. I'm going to plot out my first turn and some item inventory management. We've done some of it already, but I'll finish that off camera. And we'll see. Just for interest's sake, like, how far can Altina even get here? Well, she can certainly... This is nice that someone... I'm going to have to use, like, Altina and Fee to kill these two. What we could do is sort of ignore these guys and just move to the right. And then we'd be in range of the next group. We could probably kill these four with, say, Altina, Fee, Lester. We could dance and have Lester kill the other one. But maybe even Favel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I bet you Favel could kill one, Lester could kill one, and then Altina and Fee could kill the other two. You know, this actually might not be that hard to clear out now that I'm thinking about it. We've got a lot of people with range 2 attacks that are pretty strong. We might not be able to kill all 8 in one turn, but we do have lean. The trouble is going to be the left side, I think. Best case scenario might be, like, can Tini hit one? Only on this side. Yeah, these guys are a little bit closer, so it's going to be easier to kill these two. And the trick will be, can I kill all 4 on the left side without, like, really spreading my forces out so that we're in trouble when these guys attack? I'm pretty sure I'll be able to figure it out, though. With lean dancing and everyone else being pretty agile, I think we'll have a fairly easy... Basically, first round, nobody gets Fenrir'd, nobody gets silenced. We'll figure it out. We won't need to put these guys to sleep. We'll save our sleep staff for someone who really deserves it. Besides, we've got like a million meteors to deal with, so... Okay, well, I'm going to end the episode here. I'm probably going to end my recording session as well, so I'll come back, hopefully prepared. Note to self, make sure I get my inventory sorted out before I start. There's not a lot to do, but I want to make sure everything's repaired, and, like I said, there's a couple rings I want to move around, depending on my money. I'm probably just going to dump stuff on Seliph, to be honest. I'd like him to have a power ring and a speed ring. Can he afford it? He can afford it. That's... If I come back and he's missing a Slim Lance, Maybe I'll give his silver sword to somebody else. That would be interesting. Because he can just use the Tearfing now. I'll think about it. Oh, but it's his dad's silver sword. I don't know if I can give that up. Is there anybody that really can use this A rank sword and really needs this A rank sword? Like Ares, what's Ares got? He's got a legendary weapon, he doesn't need it. Shannon's got a legendary weapon, he doesn't need it. Leaf can use anything, he doesn't need it. Fee's got a Brave Lance. Altina's got a legendary weapon. I mean, I could give a silver sword to Patty, but nah. Ulster, Larcy, they've got like silver blades, they're fine. Well, Ulster just, yeah, he's got a silver blade. Dermot's got a brave sword, which is probably better. I mean, Nana's got a brave sword, which is probably better. Man, we've got a lot of good swords. I could give a brave sword to Arthur and just give the silver sword to... I mean, Oify's got a silver sword. I could upgrade Oify's to a critical silver sword, I guess, and then hand his down to somebody else. I just don't see the point in the final chapter where Selph's probably going to rely on his legendary weapon to have a sword that's not as good. All the silver sword's got going for it is it's a little bit lighter, does half the damage, and can crit. And the crits are pretty good, so I don't know. Anyway, I should probably end this. I'm going to have to do some of this off camera, so I want to give you a little idea of what I'll be trying to figure out if I want to move any important weapons around. Luckily, like axes, there's just one guy. Lances, there's only a couple people that use lances seriously, so swords will be... Axes will be the easiest. I could give a brave axe to Leaf. He'd actually be really good with a brave axe, wouldn't he? He doesn't really have a legendary, like, his weakness right now is all of his weapons are kind of average. I could give him like a silver bow and a brave axe, because the person that has the silver bow doesn't need it. I mean, the brave bow, killer bow are better than the silver bow. There's no reason. I could give him the killer bow too instead. Like, Lester could just focus on brave bow and then, ooh, that final chapter, I've got some decisions to make. Because, like, Johann, if I get rid of his speed ring, he's not going to be fast enough to get the brave axe to double very often, or quadruple, because he needs the pursuit band. And Leaf is just so much better in, like, every way. And, I mean, I've been talking about it. The weapons make the hero. Why would I ever use Johann in a spot where I could use Leaf? Like, Leaf's got, the same defense. The only thing that Johann might have beaten him in was defense, and he doesn't. Okay, well, I'm going to end here. Like I said, I got a lot to think about. I'm also going to try to show off, hopefully next episode, if you're wondering, will be kind of a special, like, we actually might not get chapter, or turn 1 next episode, because if I can set this up, I'm going to try to do kind of a unit review, just to show you how my characters turned out versus, what their potential was with their random stat gains. I've done this in other Fire Emblems and Shining Forces near the end of the game, because we know what their percentage growths are, and we know how many level ups they have, and we know what they start at for stats. You can actually calculate how lucky we were. And sometimes I find it kind of fun. It only takes a little, it doesn't take too long. We can just talk about all the characters for one more review. I would have preferred if everyone was level 30, but it's not going to happen. No, there's too many people that aren't going to make it. So anyway, I got to stop. I got to stop talking. Rambling Ankylo. Also, I got to make sure the next episode stops in an hour. Someone leave me a message on Discord or something. Blue, stop going over time. You're bad, Ankylo. See you guys next time. Hope you've enjoyed and have a great day.